A common problem in JavaScript is wanting to insert a value into an array at a specific index. However, JavaScript arrays don't have an insert method. So in today's video, I'm going to show you 3 different solutions that you can use to solve this. And I personally think the third solution is best, but all of them are reasonable solutions to this problem. So the first one that we're going to go over is just using the splice method here. And for this solution, on line 11 here, I have an array with the values of 1, 2, and 4 within my array, the string values. And then on line 12, this is where I'm going to use my splice method to insert an item into this array. So I want to insert the string 3 at index 2 within my array. So my new array would say 1, 2, 3, 4. And the way that you can do this is using the splice method that you get to use for free on arrays, as arrays within JavaScript will have this method on them. And the way that this works is first you specify the index you want to start inserting items to. So here I'm saying at index 2, that's where I want to start inserting items. And then the second argument to this splice method is how many items you want to remove. And if we're just inserting here, I don't want to remove any items from the array that I'm calling this method on. And then the third argument here is what values do I want to insert at this index right here? And in this case, I just want to insert the value of 3. And then if I console log my array and array2 here, what you're going to see is that the splice method, it actually doesn't return an array. The splice method just mutates your original array. So you can see that my original array here, it has changed to 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I don't have an array return from the splice method. It has no return value and it just mutates your original array. So this is a solution, but as you can see, it could be a potential problem that it mutates the original array. So how can you write this in a way that doesn't mutate the original array? Well, in JavaScript, you can use the slice method to create a copy of your original array first, and then you can use the splice method. So a simple way to do this is to just create a copy of your array with array.splice. So this just creates a complete copy of this original array. And then on my new array here, array2, that's where I call the splice method, and I do the same thing. At index 2, I remove 0 items and insert the value of 3. And if I run this here, what you're going to see is that I do indeed get my array2 with 1, 2, 3, and 4 as the values. And since I used the slice method before I did that mutation, I do not mutate my original array. Now, I think there's one potentially better way to do this here. And that is basically using the same approach here as solution 2, but using a helper function. So here on line 24, I define a function called insert, and it takes 3 arguments, an index, a value, and an array. And what this function is going to do is just kind of what we did in solution 2. It's first going to copy my passed in array, then it is going to splice that copied array at whatever index is passed in. We're just going to set it right now to remove 0 values, as this is just going to be an insert method, but you could also make an insert and delete method and kind of do a similar thing here. And then the third argument is the value, which is what we're going to pass in to this insert method here. So now when I want to insert an item into this array, I have my original array called array, and then I am assigning array2 to the return value of calling my insert function. I am passing the index of 2 because that is the index I want to insert this value at. Then as the second argument, I'm passing the value of 3 because that's the value I want to insert. And then I'm also passing my array. So this insert method can make a copy of this array. And then when I run this code here, you're going to see that I get the same result. My original array is unmutated, and then array number 2 here contains a new array with all of the values that I want inserted. So that is how you can insert an item into an array at a specific index in JavaScript. If you're looking for more JavaScript tips, make sure to click the video on the screen here. If not, I will see you in that next one.